All right, let's get right to your weather. But before we do so, I got to let you know that they do have the flu shots at the government clinic. You can stop in and get yours free. I got my shot yesterday. I do want to warn you because it has the H1N1 inoculation incorporated. It burns just a little bit more. It gives you a little bit more sensation this year than it did last year because it does have that in there. So go ahead. Stop by the government clinic. It's free of charge if you get there while supplies last. Let me say it again. While supplies last, and go on out and get your flu shot for the ears. This kind of weather that we're having now that will contribute to a flu if you are not properly geared up and taking all of your vitamin C. This has been my fourth year taking the flu shot. And the most I've got this year in the past 4 years was sinus. And that's because of allergy and not a flu. It's been really good for me. So I don't know about you. It's been good for me. All right. High pressure is taking over. Cloud coverage sliding off to the east. Let me show you this in motion. Over the past 12 hours, we've had the cloud coverage lingering, but now it's beginning to move off into the east as this high pressure slides. And as we're getting these clockwise rotation around the high pressure, as it moves more towards the east, the winds become more northerly and then northeasterly as the center of the high slides off towards the east. And as that occurs, you will get warming temperatures where the wind's not coming off the land, but off the ocean is much, much cooler and warmer coming off the ocean. So that's anticipated over the next couple of days. Let's take a look at our infrared. You see, this represents the clouds. This represents the trough, the frontal system that went through, bringing this cold Arctic air. It's still down in the mode of passage and will eventually dissipate in time. Let's take a look and we bring it closer. There's areas of cloud coverage. Eleuthera has a few scattered clouds, but they're pretty much in the clear. The nation's capital on the Montague side, Paradise Island, would have some clouds. Near the airport looks pretty clear. Then a few clouds down near Andros into north Exumas. You've got some clouds along Staniel Key, Lee Stocking Island, and Norman's Key. But down near Rygat Island and Exuma, Morstown, you're pretty clear. Long Island is also beautiful today and into Auckland's and Crooked Island with cloud coverage over Mayaguana and Great Inagua. But again, it will be exiting as that frontal system moves off to the east. Here, the radar is not picking up any showers. We got some light showers yesterday, but nothing really, no heavy downpours, because we didn't have any cumulonimbus cloud that would retain that kind of rain. So we just got some light stuff last evening. Take a look at the daytime winds, 10 to 15 knots, still coming in from the northwest, but it'll be clocking around to the north as the day progresses, 10 to 15 up and down the Abacos, down also to South Eleuthera, the southern Bahamas. Grand Bahama, you're 10 to 15 again from the northwest and north, the nation's capital 10 to 15. Take a look at the highs for today. 64 in the Abacos is a high, 57 tonight. The nation's capital 69 is your high, 57 tonight. Grand Bahama still chilly. It'll be the cold spot with 55 tonight. Still some wind around, so the wind chill will make it feel just slightly cooler. We'll still maintain in the 50s. Nothing compared to what we had these last 2 nights. It's really improving. Eleuthera 67 and 62. In the southern Bahamas, 70 during the day, around 68 in the night for you. Listen, we'll take that any time, any day of the week up here in the Abacos. Forecast for tomorrow, we're seeing some showers down in the southern Bahamas. Frontal system coming through. This one, which you see here, is making its way towards the southeast and should be crossing into our area late on Sunday. Most of this frontal system here will hang just to the north of us over the weekend, with the tail end gradually going through, looks like on Sunday. A low pressure center is expected to develop and continue along that front as it goes into the Atlantic for the weekend. For tomorrow, look for 5 to 10 knots, variable winds across the area. Southern Bahamas, 5 to 10 knots. You'll be northeast to east. Variable winds means that it could be coming at 8 o'clock from the north. By 9 o'clock, it could be coming from the south. 10 o'clock, it could be coming from the west. It's just going to be variable any direction. It's not really picking a consistent direction to flow from. Southern Bahamas do expect northeast to easterly winds on Thursday. Friday again, 5 to 10 knots. They'll be real defined in the evening, southeast to south late on Friday, but generally 5 to 10 knots. In the Southern Bahamas, still up around 15 to 20 knots, northeast to east. Grand Bahama, your winds will be variable, southeast to south late, but generally 5 to 10 knots, variable. The nation's capital, 5 to 10 knots as well. Your boating forecast for today, 5 to 8 foot seas offshore, 10 to 15 knot winds from the northwest and north. We've got Whale Key with some swells. The ocean swells are out there. Still pretty choppy out there as well, even though you've got 10 to 15 knots. Southern Bahamas, 10 to 15 knots from the northwest and north, 5 to 8 foot seas offshore. Tides low at 9:32, high at 3:13, and low tonight at 9:36 p.m.